Every belief that holds you back has roots, whether in social experiences, a painful past, or internal negative dialogue. But it's recognizing these beliefs and challenging them that becomes the key to unlocking your true potential. Start by observing. What thoughts pop up when you reflect on your dreams? Are they real, or are they just fears masquerading as rationality? Allow yourself to rewrite that internal script. Replace doubt with faith, fear with love, and limitation with possibility. You are the author of your story. You have the power to free yourself from what no longer serves you. Subscribe to continue on the path of the chosen one. The art of letting go. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means to accept, experience, draw conclusions, and move on. It is an act of deep inner work in which we stop clinging to what no longer serves our growth. This can be anything: old grudges, lost dreams, people with whom the roads have parted, even perceptions of ourselves that have become cramped. We often hold on to the past because it is familiar. Even if it brings pain, it gives us a sense of control. But in reality, it is an illusion. True power comes when we learn to let go consciously and with respect for our experience. The art of letting go is a skill. It can be developed. It requires honesty, admitting that something is no longer joyful or helpful. It requires courage, to allow yourself to empty yourself, to let the new in. And it requires love, for yourself, for life, for the journey that continues no matter what. Sometimes, in order to grow, we need to spread our wings rather than grasp the branches. In letting go, we don't lose, we discover. We allow ourselves to be alive, changeable, real. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to in my life out of fear rather than love? What would I let go of if I knew better things were ahead? What am I holding back from breathing my fullest? Let goodbye be gratitude, and the emptiness be space for a miracle. Gratitude as a path to abundance. Gratitude is not just an emotional state, it is a real power that can change our reality. When we give thanks, we are not only expressing appreciation, but we are also creating space for new possibilities. It's like a magnet that draws more positive events, people, and circumstances to us. We begin to notice things that previously went unnoticed, the beauty that surrounds us, the blessings that are already there. In a world that is often dominated by the race for more and better, practicing gratitude helps bring us back to the present moment. It teaches us to appreciate what we have and to recognize that we already possess everything we need to be happy. Gratitude focuses our attention on abundance rather than scarcity. In this moment, we let go of fear and anxiety, allowing the currents of abundance to flow freely into our lives. When we give thanks for something, we create a connection to what we appreciate. This raises our vibration and promotes harmony in our lives. Gratitude as energy fills us up, freeing us from unnecessary worries and negative thoughts. It is like attracting light into dark corners. The magic of gratitude is that it opens new horizons, changes perceptions, releases blockages, and helps us find solutions where previously there seemed to be only problems. When we learn to be grateful for what we have, we open the door to more. Abundance doesn't come from the outside. It unfolds within us. Remember, every moment can be filled with wonder. All it takes is the attention we give to the things that are already in our lives. And the more we give thanks, the more there will be to be thankful for. Your gratitude becomes the key that opens the gates of abundance. Faith is the bridge between fear and freedom. Fear is an invisible barrier that we often build ourselves, based on past experiences or our fears about the future. It manifests itself in doubts and putting things off, in thinking we are not ready or worthy of something. Fear deceives us into believing we are limited. But in reality, it only exists in our minds and has no real power unless we allow it to run our lives. Faith, on the other hand, is the complete opposite state. It is not just an abstract feeling or blind trust, but a deep inner knowing that everything that happens has a purpose. Faith is a conscious choice. It doesn't ignore fear, but it doesn't let it dictate terms to us. Faith helps us realize that even if we don't know what the future holds, everything is as it should be, and we are on the right path. It connects us to something bigger than ourselves, to a higher power, the universe, or the divine. The journey from fear to faith is a process. It requires patience, awareness, and, above all, inner discipline. In moments of doubt and fear, it is important to remember, it is a natural part of the human experience. We cannot completely eliminate fear, but we can learn to understand it and use it to our advantage. Fear is often our signal that we need to step out of our comfort zone, that we are on the cusp of change. When fear knocks, it is a moment when we can either retreat into it and stop, or find the strength to turn to something higher. Turn to your faith, to God, to the universe, to your inner strength. Ask for signs, support, and direction. Sometimes these signs can come in the most unexpected forms, as coincidences, chance encounters, intuitive insights. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are moving in the right direction, that you are not alone on this journey. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to keep moving forward despite its presence. It is the knowledge that behind every fear is an opportunity, and that by moving through it, we open doors to a world full of endless possibilities. The process of moving from fear to faith is not a quick journey, but it is always worth it, because faith opens doors that fear has kept closed and gives us the keys to freedom, inner peace, and a deeper understanding that everything that happens in our lives has meaning. Activating inner strength. Each of us has a tremendous potential that is often hidden deep within. This power is our true essence, which does not depend on external circumstances or the opinions of others. It doesn't require approval, it doesn't need validation. It simply exists. And like any gift, its awakening requires awareness and attention. The power is revealed gradually. It doesn't come all at once. It doesn't explode in an instant. This process is like blossoming. It starts small, with awareness, with the inner permission to let yourself be yourself, with the willingness to let go of fears and limitations. It is step by step, through choices, through each moment in which we give up the habit of seeking outside approval. We begin to believe in our own power despite our doubts and insecurities. When you begin to listen to your intuition, when you allow yourself to create without fear of making mistakes, your power begins to manifest. Thoughts become clearer and energy becomes freer. It's like shedding a heavy mask and feeling the air fill your lungs. It's a feeling of freshness and lightness as you begin to live in alignment with your inner truth. But with this power comes responsibility. It is not a power for the ego to demonstrate its importance or to dominate. It is a power to serve, to inspire, to heal. Your energy is not meant to be flashy, shouty, and wreak havoc. It is meant to be authentic, soft, and deep, like a light that illuminates the path for others in the dark. Your influence does not depend on the loudness of your words, but on their sincerity. Every action you take, every word you speak, every look, every intention that comes from this power becomes true and powerful. There is no need to look for external validation, because the power of authenticity is, in itself, the greatest value. The world needs your light. At this very moment, when so many people are searching for answers and support, when the world needs harmony and inspiration, your light can be the beacon that guides others through their own storms and doubts. You don't have to be perfect. You have to be real. Your strength lies in being yourself, without losing touch with what's inside. Your inner strength is a gift to God. When you begin to realize and activate it, you not only change your life, but you begin to impact the lives of others. The wisdom, creative flow, and inspiration that is with you has the power to light the way, not only for you, but for everyone around you. The power born out of authenticity and service always resonates in the hearts of others, and it is through your sincerity and light that the world becomes a better place. Discovering your purpose. Your purpose is not just a profession, it is an energy, a mission, a response of the soul. It may reveal itself as a sudden insight or as a slow, deep understanding. Be prepared for the path to be different than you expected. But trust. The universe will lead where your energy is needed most. A life lived in alignment with purpose takes on a flow. Everything begins to align. People, circumstances, events. Every step you take in faith attracts support. You will begin to notice. The world resonates with you. Yes, there will be doubts. Accept them as part of the journey. Don't always look for ease. Look for truth. And let your inner compass remain pointed toward the light. A collective awakening. You are not alone. There are other chosen ones walking alongside you. Together you are creating a wave of awakening that is sweeping the world. Every action you take, every word you speak, every choice you make with love is part of this great movement. You are woven into the tapestry of human evolution, and your contribution is priceless. Share, connect, support one another. Your story is a beacon for others. Your energy is part of the great cosmic plan. And the more you live into your purpose, the brighter your light shines. Embrace your power. You are here because you are ready. Ready to remember who you have always been. The path of the chosen one is not always easy, but it is full of meaning. Each trial has prepared you for this moment. Embrace your power, embrace your purpose, and let your light light the way for others. The world needs you, now more than ever. Trust. Take a step. Shine your light. Sign up.